Booga booga.
A couple of weeks ago, I posted a short highlighting why I thought Maximus should have died in Philly during his confrontation with the Ghoul, highlighting the flaw in the weld the Ghoul exploited in the last episode of the season. The comments, for the most part, highlighted three arguments in opposition to my point. 1. The Ghoul was playing with Maximus. 2. He didn't have the right ammunition to take down power armor. 3. The armor didn't have the welding flaw. Argument number 1. He's playing with Maximus. The first argument that the Ghoul was having fun with Maximus isn't something I necessarily disagree with. I agree that he was having fun with Maximus for most of the fight. No issue with that at all. However, having fun with Maximus doesn't negate a rationale for killing Maximus at the end of their confrontation. The Ghoul can have fun with Maximus and kill him. One does not exclude the other. Argument number 2. He didn't have the right ammo. The second argument is more of an assumption than anything, and it relies on the viewer rationalizing why Maximus was left alive. Part of the reasoning behind this line of thinking has to do with the close-up of the round the Ghoul was loading into his hand cannon before he took on the Brotherhood in the last episode. Basically, this is the director saying this is a unique piece of armament for this particular fight. Now, there could be something to that, but again, that's an assumption we need to make. There's also no reason to think he didn't have this type of ammunition during his fight with Maximus. Since we're using assumptions to make our points, let me use one of my own. The Ghoul is over 200 years old, spending his time wastelanding and bounty hunting. He's likely had run-ins with the Brotherhood and their knights, so he knows they're a possible threat. So it would logically follow that he would carry the right tools to deal with a set of power armor. And after all, the Ghoul couldn't have known he was going to run into a novice he could easily beat. Some have even gone so far as to say that the Ghoul was still getting his bearings after getting out of his coffin in the first episode, and just didn't think about the type of ammunition he should carry. But again, it wouldn't make any sense for the Ghoul to not load up and be ready to face anything that gets in his way, especially after being told that the target he's going after is running from the Enclave. So I don't see this argument as holding much water. Argument number 2. The armor didn't have the welding flaw. This argument is the strongest, and I'm perfectly willing to say that I was wrong should the tempered lining refer to a stronger weld. The language could easily suggest as much. I've actually been accused of needing my hand held because I didn't pick up on this, and perhaps that's true. There's a problem, however, with this argument. Specifically, it's the question Maximus asks Titus when they first meet. He says,
I see you went with the tempered lining on the T60. Does that help with mobility?
While not a knockdown argument, Maximus seems to be under the impression that this aspect of the power armor has nothing to do with protection, unless being able to move is somehow connected with additional cover against a well-placed round. I will grant the debaters in the comments of my short a boon, however. Keep in mind, though, that doing so brings up a potentially worse problem with the writing of the series. Allowing that the tempered lining does remove that fatal issue with the armor, I find it odd that this upgrade is apparently optional. Maximus says Titus went with the tempered lining, implying the other knights could as well. That would suggest that the knights fighting with the Ghoul in the last episode ignored this upgrade.
And I'm thinking to myself, why?
There doesn't seem to be any downside to having it. The only exception to the knights in the final fight is the one who got his head blown off. And I can just as easily say that that was because the Ghoul's revolver ran out of ammo. Frankly, I'm still not convinced that Maximus should have survived Philly. The arguments that have been given rely on either non sequiturs or assumptions. I do, however, enjoy the debate, so keep it up. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the bell if you want to get notified when new content is released. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up.